Hi guys, and welcome back to Chris's Couch Corner. So, I'm tired. I know, I practically start all of my videos saying that. And for the most part, it is actually true. So there are a couple of different videos that I'm going to be making. So if for the next couple of videos you see me wearing this shirt, I'm sorry. I just have to kind of make the videos where I can, when and where I can. So with that, we are going to be talking today about this dadgum snow. It is, let me make sure I have the correct date. Okay, yes. Ooh. Today is January, Thursday, the 23rd. Silly phone. And Caleb has been out of school all week. He was out Friday due to teacher work day. He was out Monday due to it being a holiday. And then, excuse me, of course, Tuesday, Wednesday, and today, he is out due to weather. Now, the video before this one, you've already seen our snow videos. So here in Texas, we got some really, really cold, ungodly cold weather, and it did end up snowing. We got about 5 to 6 inches. Yes, 5 to 6 inches here where we are at here in Texas. There were other parts of Texas that ended up getting quite a bit more inches. There were parts of Mississippi that didn't get a whole lot, but then in other parts they got quite a bit. They were saying New Orleans got probably about 8 inches of snow, which is a little bit unusual for me. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone New Orleans ever getting that much snow, if any snow at all. But everyone, a lot of people got snow that normally really do not get snow. This was Caleb's second time of being around snow. It snowed. It snowed probably 4 or 5-ish years ago. We had actually just moved to this park. Actually, it was our first winter here at this park, and it snowed. Wasn't all that bad, just a little bit. Wasn't very deep at all, but we did get some snow. And then this was Elena's first year of seeing snow, or being in snow. They've seen snow like on TV, like through shows and other videos, but they've never experienced it for themselves. Well, she has not. He did a little bit, but he was a little bit too young to actually remember it. So yes. Aline tried to go to work yesterday, and I told him it made me feel very, very uncomfortable, the fact of him going, but he did try. And he actually got to the next little town over, which is about 5 minutes down the road, where Caleb actually goes to school. And he couldn't even get past the school before the truck started slipping and sliding. And so he had to maneuver and turn around and come back. There is still a lot of people that are saying there's still a bunch of snow in like the major towns. People are kind of, pretty much everybody had to kind of go back to work today. So, I'm actually looking out my window right now. for the most part, everything is like melting. There are still some places, like in the middle strip of RVs, that do have quite a bit, not a quite a bit, but pretty good bit of snow still left, because it's more of in places where the sun's not really getting to it very well, so it just hasn't quite melted it quite yet. It's still extremely cold outside. Actually, I'm looking at the computer right now, and it says that it's about 51 right now, which is not as bad as it's been being, but it is still very quite cold. So, so yes, the kids, as y'all can tell, the kids really enjoyed the snow. We did have a little bit of issues. We was not really prepared, and so they wanted to go outside and play in it, but we did not have like gloves and stuff for them. We didn't really have the proper shoes either. So one of the things that I was talking to Caleb about, because he kept wanting to go outside. Well, actually they both did, but Caleb, with his vocabulary and him being a little bit older, can kind of understand a little bit more than what Elena can. So we were talking, and I told him, I said, well, what we need to do, this is probably going to be a long time before we get snow again, but what we need to invest in are some gloves for the kids, as well as some, like, maybe some rain boots that they would be able to wear, where they're to where, like, just in my brain, if snow was to get, if it was to snow again, they got out in it, or even just in everyday life when it rains, their shoes, they won't get wet, which entails will get their socks wet and could potentially get them sick. So I told Caleb that we need to invest in some gloves, as well as some proper footwear for instances like this. If it was to ever snow again, they would have the correct shoes. They would be able to get out there and be able to, like, have like snowball fights, actually play in the snow and touch it without their hands getting too cold and actually start hurting, which in this case, that's exactly what happened. They kept wanting to touch it, play with it, but unfortunately, because their hands were uncovered, and I did not think, I've actually had several people tell me some things since the end that I was like, why didn't I think of that? Someone said put socks on their hands. Well, it wouldn't have been the best idea, but I mean, I could have put a couple of socks on their hands and it would have been somewhat okay. Someone also said to put some, like a plastic bag over their hands, and then put like some type of socks or something on top of it. That way their hands are covered, but yet it's not seeping through the gloves or socks, getting their hands wet. So, wish I could have I wish I would have thought of those things beforehand. Probably wouldn't have had the issues that we had, but it is okay. They did enjoy it. They did not get frostbite on their hands, that I can promise you. Once they started complaining about their hands hurting, and they were both asking to come inside, we just took a quick picture of the four of us as a family, and then we came inside. Alain had something to do outside, so he worked on that, while I stayed inside working on the kids, changing their clothes. Because of course, snow got on them, they got wet, needed to get them out of those clothes. And I turned on our big propane heater and let them stand technically we were sitting on the couch. I just had it to where it was blowing on us, that way they could warm up their hands. Yeah. Caleb kept falling because he wanted to run. And so he kept tripping over like the snow and his own feet, and he kept following in the snow, so his hands were red and hurting because of that. And then Elena actually kept wanting to actually pick it up and throw it. So her hands kind of got way too cold for that as well. But all in all, we did have a really good day. Yesterday we had some issues. Everything was starting to melt. It had already stopped snowing. Now, all of this happened on Tuesday. The snow actually happened on Tuesday. Yesterday, the sun was already starting to melt everything. And so, of course, they said that school was not going to, there wasn't going to be any school. So we had some issues with Caleb and the kids yesterday. We had quite a rough day yesterday. And I don't know, something was just kind of, I guess bugging me. I did not want to talk to nobody. I didn't want nobody around. Even with Align, him talking just irritated me to where I wanted to, smack him and say, be quiet, stop talking. I literally just did not want anyone around. I did not want anybody talking. I didn't want the TVs on. I did wake up with a headache yesterday, and it kind of stayed like in my temple right here. So that could have had something to do with it. But all in all, I just think it was like a type of depression. I'm wanting to say depression is probably not the correct word, but I had just gotten, I guess, so irritated and aggravated with everything that's going on, being stuck in the house with, with 3 people can be quite annoying. The kids can't go outside, they can't play, they can't get their frustrations and all of their energy out because it's so cold. They're irritated, they're aggravated because they're constantly cold. And Align is complaining about the cold because Align cannot stand the cold whatsoever and tends to complain about it quite a bit. Just complaining about constantly being cold, which I don't like the cold either. I can't stand the cold. It's not supposed to be cold in Texas. It's not supposed to be cold in Mississippi, but this time of year and this year, for some strange reason, it decided to snow. So we have a little joke going on about why we think it snowed this year, and of course it's just a joke, and it's in between. It's something that me and Alana is just kind of joking around. Just something me and Elaine's kind of joking about. But it is what it is. But it's just one of those things that just happen. The Lord said, here you go. Here's you a little bit of snow. So he gave us some snow. So yeah. But all in all, we had a good time. The kids enjoyed the snow. Alina enjoyed the snow. And excuse me. And I'm thinking since everything is pretty well melting right now, I'm going to take a guess in saying that they probably will have school tomorrow, because I mean, like I said, it's saying it's like 51 right now. So yes, it's still cold, but the sun is extremely bright right now, so it's doing a really good job at melting the snow right now. So most likely I can see where they might open up the schools tomorrow. If they do open up the school and Caleb does go to school tomorrow, I have a lot of stuff here in the house that I need to do. Cleaning wise, it's very hard for me to, and I've said it before, it's very hard for me to clean and get stuff done with both kids here, for the fact of they both want to they both want to help. They both end up getting in the way. And if I get busy doing something, they end up bugging each other and just creating a more aggravating atmosphere. And so for me, it's easier to do like the deep cleaning and stuff while Caleb is not here, because I can, like, Elena is sleeping right now. This is when I could turn everything off, go into the bathroom, deep clean the bathroom, deep clean the kitchen, deep clean the table and the office area that's right here. And she is not in my way because she's sleeping. You know, so it's just, for me, it's just easier because I keep having, even with Caleb being here and her being asleep, I still have to constantly tell Caleb, hey, shh, stop talking. Hey, no, I can't help you. No, I can't do this with you. No, I can't do that with you. No, I can't do this. No, you can't help me. Caleb very much likes to stay underfoot when it comes to me. And so it's still very hard to do things with him here. So if he does go to school tomorrow, there is a bunch of stuff that I want to do tomorrow, which is why I'm making a bunch of different videos today wearing they say clothes. So I again apologize. But just so I can get them done, get them on the computer. I've got several videos that's already uploaded to YouTube. That way I don't have to worry about it for a little bit. And then I've got some videos that need to be edited. So I can actually spend all day tomorrow just cleaning and doing whatever it is that I need to do. I don't have to worry about getting on the computer at all whatsoever. Which will be very, very good because there are some other things that I need to do that I've not been able to do. So I do hope he can go to school tomorrow. But if he doesn't, I've already told Aline, if he does not go to school, these are the things that I want to do that need to be done, but I can't do. So, one of the things that I will definitely have to do tomorrow, no matter what, is I do have to go by CVS and get Kayla's medicine. Both of his medicines are ready. I will probably go ahead and do a little bit of shopping. I will probably do like a Walmart pickup order, because me going to get his medicine, I'm going to be right across the street from Walmart. So just run over there, grab a Walmart pickup order, get his medicine, and then we'll come home and not have to worry about it. I will also have to go to the post office tomorrow because there's something that got delivered. And so, yay. Not exactly sure what it is, but and while I'm there, if I'm able to do our drop off the bags to the consignment, that would be amazing. As you can tell in our other video, I definitely tried to do that, but the time was already cut off for that. So I will have to do that a different day. Hopefully I can do that all tomorrow. I would like to be able to drop him off to school, go get the groceries, go drop that off, go get his medicine, come home and spend all day excuse me, doing whatever it is that I need to do. Doing it with just one child is so much easier than doing it with both. That way I don't have to constantly get two kids in and out. But I've done it before and I will continue to do it because there are going to be times to where I will have to take both kids, and I love taking both kids. It's just sometimes it's easier just to deal with one because you don't have to worry about two. And Caleb still likes to run off, so I still have to be very much aware of where I park and what I do and how I have to do things, just to make sure that both kids are safe. If I have to end up letting go of their hands to do something, or if I have to let go of him to do something with Elena. So for me, it's just easier to just focus on one child versus two. I'm not saying I love Caleb any less. Just for the most part, he likes to stay home to where Elena likes to go. So that's kind of why I tend to just do things with Elena. And of course, with him being in school, it's just kind of, it's kind of obvious. He's in school. It's just always going to be me and her. Now, she will be starting school this coming up August, because she'll turn 4 in May. So after August, I will be able to do whatever, whenever I want, because I don't have to worry about either one of them. So, because then they'll both be in school. So, but I am rambling and I do apologize. So that is going to be it for this video, and we will talk to you guys next time in our next video.